Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. In today's video, I thought I'd share with you like my glowy skin favourites, skincare and makeup, because I just love glowy skin. I want, like, you know, 5-year-olds, how they just have perfect smooth glowy skin. That is my goal, and I found some products and skincare that really helped me achieve that look, so I thought I'd share them with you today. It's like a little glowy skin kit, if you will. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Right, so skincare is the key to glowing skin, basically, and the first product is the Ole Hendrikson Glow 2O Dark Spot Toner. Oh my god, this is an AHA toner and it's hands down the best one I've ever tried. I've literally gone through bottles of this stuff. It's like an instant effect as well. Literally, like, straight away it just gets rid of all the dead skin cells, leaves my skin so smooth and glowy looking. I really can't recommend this enough. I think this, if you have dry skin or oily skin, this is gonna work well for you. I probably wouldn't recommend it for sensitive skin just because it is an AHA, but yeah, so that is the first product you need for glowy skin. And next up, I have the Bybi Beauty, Bybi, is that how you say it? Bybi Beauty Supercharged Serum. Now, if you don't know about Bybi Beauty, then you need to know. They're 100% vegan, they're natural, they're like a clean beauty brand. All their ingredients are like responsibly sourced and stuff. But this Supercharged Serum is amazing. The first ingredient is squalene, so it's super hydrating and nourishing and really locks the moisture in. I have dry skin. I feel like I say that in every video, but I feel like knowing your skin type is the most important thing, like with makeup and skincare, because once you start addressing that and finding products that work for your skin type, then everything, your makeup's going to apply better, skincare is just going to work better, and it's just an all-round winner. But this is super hydrating. It nourishes all my dry patches, it plumps my skin up, and it does give my skin a nice glow. This does say it's a serum, but I use this as an oil, so I use it as the last step in my skincare routine, and I use this at night and in the morning for super fresh glowy skin, and it's wonderful. Highly recommend. Next up, I have the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. Now this is expensive and you can't actually get it in the UK, but it's just the best moisturiser for glowy skin. It kind of like, look how much I've nearly used it all and I'm so sad about it. So it's I would say this is like on the richer side of creams, but it's still light at the same time. Like, it's rich in the way that it works. It does have like a film to it, but in the best possible way. It kind of like melts into the skin and leaves this like oil sheen. It's just amazing, and I use this again morning and night, and makeup applies so beautifully over the top of this. It gives my skin a glow, it keeps my skin hydrated all day. If you can get your hands on this, it is expensive, but it is so worth it. You have an option if your skin is more normal to oily, and that is the Inkey Snow Mushroom. This is just like a nice hydrating gel like moisturizer, but it does give your skin a glow. It's not as glowy as the Tatcha cream. It probably is better if you don't love an over-the-top glow, or you do have oily skin. And this as well, if you're going in with loads and loads of dewy hydrating makeup, you probably will look oily at the end of the day, and if you're not into that, then I highly recommend this, and it's super cheap as well. Onto makeup, kind of. These are like hybrid primers. They're like primer skincare kind of thing. So the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer is a hyaluronic acid primer, so it's going to be somewhat hydrating. I love this because I find it really kind of plumps out my fine lines and makes makeup apply better. As I said, I do have dry skin, and I do find my skin does get dry sometimes throughout the day, and this really helps stop it from getting dry. And the second primer is the Wet n Wild Primer Serum. Oh my god, I don't know, this is just such a good primer. It's like just really smoothing and plumping. It's way more plumping than the Colourpop one, but I thought I'd include them both because the Colourpop one is good, but this one is just next level. It's not really, it's not overly glowy, but it does just make a really nice product. It's not overly glowy, but it does make a really nice base for glowy products to go on top, because glowy products, like glowy makeup products, tend to emphasize texture, and if you do have dry skin and you put something glowy over the top, it's just going to emphasize the dryness, and so I like to use this to smooth over the dryness, and glowy products apply and look beautiful over the top. So really recommend this, and it's like £8. It's incredible. Another primer that I really like is this Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick. So this is a pore blurring primer, but it has like a luminous sheen to it, and it's like, I don't know how it does it, but I don't know if you can even really see that because it's really subtle, but it really does kind of fill your pores in but give it a glow at the same time. So this is great if you have oily skin or you want to fill your pores in, basically. So yeah, highly recommend that. On to foundation. The Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter is good glowy skin in a bottle. This stuff is just, I just love it so much. It is kind of like a 3-in-1 product, so you can use this as a foundation, a primer or a highlighter. I have the shade 5 because I like to use it as foundation. I wouldn't, maybe if I got a light shade I might like this as a highlighter, but I wouldn't say it was a highlighter. And this has sheer coverage and it just really evens out your skin tone, gives you a really nice glow and just makes everything look perfected and nice. I love it. But I do have a pretty good affordable alternative, and that is the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation. Now these two are actually so similar. This does say conceal and glow, but I actually think the coverage is more on the lighter side. It's definitely not full coverage. I'd say it's medium at best. But again, like the Charlotte Tilbury one, it just perfects your skin. I'm wearing it on my skin now and I don't think I look overly shiny or oily. Like, I feel like I just look healthy, which is what I want. But if you do have oily skin, I feel like you could set this down with a powder and you'd be fine. It has really good staying power. It's just a really good affordable foundation. On to concealers. I don't really like my concealers to be glowy. I tend to find that glowy concealers don't have coverage, and if you're not having coverage in a concealer, then what's the point really? And I have really bad dark circles, so I need to cover them. But one concealer I do recommend is the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer. This isn't dewy, it's definitely more satin, and if you set it, it will be matte, but it has that kind of plumping effect on the skin, and like, especially on this eye, like I feel like my eye's getting really hollow as I age, and this really hides that, so I highly recommend that. Then I have a couple of bronzers. There is nothing better than dewy bronze looking skin, and my first favourite is the Fenty cream bronzer in the shade 04 Honey Glaze. This bronzer is hands down one of the best cream bronzers ever. It just blends so easily onto the skin and it's not overly pigmented, so you can go overboard if you pack it on, but it's a lot harder to go overboard than with other cream products I've tried. It blends so seamlessly into the skin and just looks so natural. And I had like a few shades that weren't suitable for me, and I gave one to my best friend and she hates cream products, literally despises them. But she actually loves the Fenty cream bronzer too and says it's amazing. So if you're afraid of cream products, then I really recommend the Fenty one. In terms of glow, this doesn't really have any shimmer or any glitter in it, but because it's a cream product, it just looks healthier and more glowy on a skin than a matte powder formula would. So really recommend that. Second bronzer is the Milani Baked Bronzer. I have the shade 05 Solaire, and these bronzers are just amazing. I've had this bronzer for years and I love it. It does have like a golden sheen to it that just makes your cheeks look alive. It's got a really rich golden undertone, so it just, I don't know, I just love it. And if you love glowy skin, then you need that. But the golden sheen in it isn't anything overpowering or unnatural, and it doesn't emphasize pores or texture. It just blends like flawlessly and just leaves you with like a healthy, radiant, sun-kissed looking glow. Powders. So powders, I have a love-hate relationship with powders, especially matte powders. As I have said 50 bazillion times, I have dry skin, so me and powder is a no-go. I end up just looking crepey and just dry and horrible. But two powders that I absolutely love and never leave me looking dry or crepey is the Hourglass Ambient Radiant Light Powder. And I don't know if you can see, like, this definitely has a sheen to it, but in the best possible way. This literally just makes you look airbrushed and healthy, and like it just sets my makeup so well too and keeps it in place all day and keeps it looking glowy. It's just amazing. One that I love is the Mercier Candle Glow Powder. Like the, sorry, this is gross because I love it so much. Like the Hourglass one, this does have a sheen to it, but it's not as sheeny as the Hourglass one. If you like more of a satin but still kind of glowy finish, then I really recommend this one. And again, it doesn't leave me looking flat or matte or dry or crepey. It's just a really good powder. I'm really sorry I don't have any affordable powders, just because I do think powders are worth investing in, and I've not found affordable powders that I love as much as these high-end ones. So I do really think they are worth investing in if you do have the money. Then for highlighters, liquid highlighters have literally been life-changing for me. If you want a natural but still that glow, then you need the iconic illuminating drops in your life. You can mix these with foundation, you can use them with primer, or you can use them as a regular highlighter, which is my favourite way to do it. But these are just so reflective but so natural looking on the skin. Like, they just melt into the skin but leave you with like a glow, but a really natural looking one. Like, they're just amazing. An affordable alternative to that is the MUA Illuminating drops. I do really like these. I will say the iconic London ones are better just in terms of the way that they look on the skin, but these are great and they're really cheap. And yeah, setting sprays are amazing, especially if you've done like a really matte look and you don't like it. Then just go in with an illuminating setting spray and it will completely like illuminate the look. And hands down, my favourite one is the iconic London Prep Set and Glow. Give it a shake and it transformed. This just gives the skin, I feel like I've said gives the skin a glow so many times, but this is a glowing skin video and this does give the skin an amazing glow. I have like the darker shade just because I feel like it gives me like a little bit of a tan and just looks really nice. You can use this on your body too. I will say though, just make sure you shake it and spray it far away, because this can like leave them little spit marks on your skin. And if this does, just take your beauty blender and dab over it and it's fine. But this is just such a great illuminating setting spray. They are a few of my glowy skin favourites. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you did. And I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.